Yes, hi. I would like general and all items, and I'll walk you through. If I could start with general first, please, and then we'll work to multiple.
We're going to treat everybody equally, so you'll have 3 minutes for the items. I'm going to ask that you do the items first.
Items
You
first?
have 1 minute for general. Yes, items first.
Okay. Ready? All right, so I'll start with the items first. On item number 2, it's regarding a housing bond. One of the things that's most interesting about housing bonds is that I don't see written out here, also on the attachments. When you use bonds, you're supposed to state the method of payment as it relates to the bond. Interestingly enough, COVID money has actually been used where, how is that related to a housing bond? Housing bond, you're supposed to state where it comes from. COVID money, which is supposed to be really used for PPP loans and small business relief, is not a housing bond. How can you possibly allocate money from another program? That is called textbook fraud. That is textbook fraud. That same PPP money has also been used to imprison people. How are you using non-disclosed public funds, which the public did not agree to use for housing-related matters, but are being used by other programs? Moving on to agenda item number 3, we have yet another housing bond. Housing bonds, just like any other government bond, you're supposed to state the method of payment. The method of payment would also be agreed upon by the public. This is textbook fraud. When you're using things like PPP loans and you're handing it off to nonprofits doing your dirty work, that is textbook fraud. Moving on to 30, we have yet another housing bond. If you're following along, City Attorney, when you're using housing bonds, what are you supposed to do? When you're using bonds, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to disclose the method of payment publicly. And does it line up with what the public agreed upon, or does it not? And repeatedly, what's been happening? It's not been lining up. That is textbook fraud. Repeat it with me. F-R-A-U-D, fraud. That is fraud. That's what's happening with these bonds. That's why there's a DOJ task force to investigate all the money that's being funneled. I'm not an idiot. I might have come to previous meetings looking like an idiot, but I guarantee you I am far from it. When you use bonds, say it again with me. You're supposed to disclose the method of payment. I know you're laughing because it's true. And that's not been the case. The money that's been agreed upon by the public for use is not being used by that. That's fraud. Shout out to Smoke and Scan, and that's fraud. The lesson of the day is when you use government bonds, you're supposed to state the method of payment. And when you don't use the money that was agreed upon for that specific purpose, that's fraud. Moving on to general public comment. Thank you very much, City Attorney. I beat my case against Hydee Soto. I confronted her in public at the Sherman Oaks Homeowners Association. She didn't know what my face looks like, and I bet you she does now. And I asked her about my case. She admitted on a fucking public recording that she knew my case was frivolous, and that's why I destroyed that case in court. Holy shit. It was admitted through discovery that she colluded with Scientology to continue to prosecute me, knowing it was always frivolous, admitted it on a fucking public recording, and your own deputy trial prosecutor, Ethan Green, fucking said, holy shit, why is this case ever even in court? I'm the first activist in this whole 1.5-year shit show to beat a fucking case against City Attorney Hydee Soto. The first guy, no convictions, no fines, no criminal history. Get fucked. I beat that case. And I'm holding City Attorney Hydee Soto accountable for that shit. Remember this fucking day. Thank you.
Great job.
For the next speaker to come up, just ask to the speakers at the podium and ask that please hold your applause.